So let's talk about a little bit of life, right? Um, how can I put it? I think life is very complicated. One of the wildest things that you could experience, right? Because to be fully sustainable or fully functioning in life, you have to have type of a balance, right? Let's. I'm gonna be a person in that I'm very open-minded. I don't agree with a lot of stuff that could be said out there, or I try to grasp a lot of points of views, right? So let's talk about God, first and foremost. God is a um an idea of a higher being that has created us, everything, the air, the world, the universe, elements, everything. It's very hard to prove God, right? Because you cannot see him. He will not talk to you. And people that say they do are kind of delusional. Delusional or high spiritual, right? You could be a high spirited individual person in that you think that you are doing something, and it might be truth to you, right? You might be having that experience. See, I believe, of course, Jesus and God is not anything bad, right? Same as goes for the Muslim religion. These religions are not bad through a magnifying glass, right? Through, but they do have their flaws, right? Um, they teach good morality, good stuff, but they control you. They control you and what you could do. I'll be talking about that more later on another video, right? But I am a person that I can see through controlling aspects of religion. Um, it was primarily used by Romans, right? By King Caesar. All these, just to control the masses, and to this day, it's been you have major wars going because of war, right? You have Israel, Palestine, um, fighting this holy war, and it's mind-boggling because it is really something that we can understand that religion is not that great. It's not that good because if you will have a real loving God religion, then that religion will not be the one to tell you to go fight the opposing team, right? So is it extremist, or what is it? I do not agree with religion that fights other religions. I don't want to agree with religions that try to manipulate your what you listen to, how you live, who you talk to. Yeah. So there's that, right? Uh, you see, the human species, right? We are a very chaotic type of like species, right? We consume, and you could see it with most countries. You could see it with United States. You could see United States is a powerhouse. They have it's corporate America, right? But it's become so corporate that you need two jobs to be good enough. Everything's too high, and as a country, we are just a consumer type of individuals, right? We have all these holidays, and what's the thing that you need to do on holidays? Spend, 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 spend. You know, I am coming from a Latin American country, and we live differently. You know, we are not so much of consumers, right? But you understand that in countries like Mexico was um, sucked out of resources and from other governments that they had prior, uh, Colombia, Cuba, Venezuela. See, as a species, we are very corrupt. We we upper hand the other person, right? We are very destructive. And as a kid, I remember that as I was growing up, my parents would give me everything. I had no inkling of what the world how it worked, right? But now I understand that you just gotta survive, and if you don't stand out, if you don't survive, then you don't get very far in this world. So you have to understand that. I always thought that the world is much more, or God, the existence of God is not so much of a father type deity, deity or deity, uh, but more of a energy based spiritual existence in life, right? The dreams that you have, the way the see when you have like a thought or the way you move, your momentum, everything, you're giving out energies, right? You're giving out energies into the world, and I think that's the world. That's the other type of the supernatural into what we have going on, right? I don't believe so much in angels. Well, sort of in a way, you know. But I think everything that you think about, right, like angels or God, maybe we produce them through energy, right? So let's think about enemy, right? Your chakra, your key. You have this aura that you produce, and with time, if you keep having a good aura, then you're very good spirited. You're very strong. If you have a wicked aura, if you have weak uh, a wicked key, you're evil, right? We're both in the same. We can do bad, we could do good. But you have to understand these concepts, right? Because in order, well, at least for me, I I use this type of mentality to go on about my day. And I think a lot of people also do the same thing, right? Um, get in touch with who you are and don't worry about messing up. Don't worry about doing the right thing either. Don't be so righteous. Because this world is not what they told you that what it was, right? Religion, God, works until it doesn't work. It's a dog eat dog world. And you will get eaten if you don't eat first. Become a man, be strong, you know, don't cry over stuff. If you do cry, we're human, right? But always try to be strong. Try to grow stronger than everyone else. Because if you don't, you will be prey. You will be judged, and you will be um outcasted. Play life on your own terms. Be happy and be smart and be strong. Because that's the only thing that you can have. As Scarface would say, the only things, two things that I won't break is my my word and my balls. Do not break.